Monster Energy. Everybody knows White Monster Zero Ultra. That's the OG. It kicked off this whole zero sugar energy drink thing. But Ultra is a whole lineup now. You've got Strawberry Dreams, Blue Hawaiian, Sunrise, and Vice Guava. And they all bring the Monster Energy punch. So if you've been living in the white can, branch out. Ultra's got a flavor for every vibe. And every single one is zero sugar. Tap the banner to learn more.
Ugh, you said you were over him, but his hoodie is still in your rotation. It's time. Grab your phone, snap a few pics, and sell it on Depop. Listed in minutes, with no selling fees. And just like that, a guy 500 miles away just paid full price for your closure. And right on cue.
Hey, still got my hoodie?
Nope, but I've got tonight's dinner paid for. Start selling on Depop, where taste recognizes taste. List now with no selling fees. Payment processing fees and boosting fees still apply. See website for details.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on this Steam discussion post that I seen for the video game Marathon. And it reads out, "Stop bringing free kits into games." And then, so that's the title of it. Then the description part, it goes on to say, the person, they go on to say, "Stop being a waste of space and bring gear. You literally ruin trios." So my thing is this, right? Last I checked, when you buy a video game, it's yours. You play that game however you want to play it. If you get a racing game and they say, like, I guess the fastest car in the game is a Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, but you want to use a, let's just say Forza got Priuses in there and stuff. Let's say you want to drive a Prius. That's your choice. At the end of the day, you own that video game. Or if you're playing it through Xbox Game Pass, then yeah, technically in a way you are owning it because you're paying for a membership to play it. So, but anyways, if you play a shooting game and everybody's saying shotguns is the most powerful gun in the game, but you want to use light machine guns, that's your choice. You own that video game. If you're playing a football game and they say the best team to play is the New England Patriots, but you want to use this year's Super Bowl winners, the Seahawks, that's your choice. You own that video game. So going to Marathon. And for those that don't really know too much about Marathon, Marathon is an extraction shooter. They have a way of playing the game so you don't really lose out on nothing, but the downfall to it is that you can't complete the missions, is they have a free loadout kit. So overall though, I guess to explain how it's used, they give you a weapon, I guess like that's selected for you. You, I think, have like some medical or armor supplies and stuff to keep, like, so I guess if you do get attacked in the game, if you kill the person and then but you did take some damage, that they give you, yeah, just some stuff to boost your health back up. And that I just learned that from Arc Raiders, where they have like the free loadout kit. I had to say Arc Raiders does it best because yeah, they at least have it set up where you could use the free loadout and you could still do the missions and take back any things that you found. Marathon and then the other extraction shooter game that I play, Incursion Red River, they both have free loadout systems, but Incursion Red River has it set up where you can't take back none of the stuff that you found. You can't do the missions, and then Marathon is opposite, that you can't do any of the missions, but you can take back the things that you found throughout the map. So now that we got that all out of the way, the reason why I feel like a lot of people do use free loadouts, I guess to I don't know, like not really adding an argument to this guy's post, but I guess to give him an explanation on why. But I just think that the reason why is that this guy just wants to go around, kill people, and take their gear. Now, if you're somebody like myself, where if you play a video game, you're trying to do the missions, you ain't really worried about people unless they give you a reason to worry about them and they're in the same area and stuff. If I were to play Marathon, I probably, if they did have it set up where I could complete the missions while using a free loadout, I probably would play the entire game doing it exactly like that. But they don't have it set up like that. But I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of different weapons and gear and things that you can find, and you can get that by using the free loadout. Now, if I know that I can find this gear, find this gear, keep it, never have to worry about losing it unless I take it out into the battlefield. And so yeah, let's say it's like the best weapon in the game. if I every time I play that game and I find that weapon and I have a gang of them, then I'll start using those weapons. But my thing is this: if I just start playing this game and they give me the option to use free loadouts, because there's things that I'll have in my inventory that I just don't want to lose just yet. I'll wait until I find a little bit more better material and things in the game. And then that's another thing that this guy has to understand, is that there are people probably not playing this game as much as you are, so they don't have all of the good things that they need to have, and if they do, they ain't trying to lose it, because they're probably normal 9-to-5 workers, career goers, and everything else that you want to describe with these people. Overall, the point that I'm trying to make is that you, for one, cannot tell people how to play the game. That to me is just crazy. And that's one thing that I've learned over the years, is that people like to backseat and tell you how to play the game and try to explain. And I'm like, fam, I don't need nobody to explain nothing to me. I don't need nobody to tell me how to play the game. I'm going to play the game to my likings. And one game that I can think of where people, I remember, were doing that a lot was Generation Zero. That was one video game where if you guys go back to my old streams of me playing that game, there was quite a few different times where people would come through. Maybe, I don't know, because I know there were some streams that I didn't. If you guys can't find the content, but I felt like that was the one game that people would backseat, and they'll be trying to tell me how to play the game. And I'm thinking to myself, if I needed help, I would have asked. If I needed guidance on how to play the game, I would ask. I ain't ask for none of that. So it trips me out that the person would make that post thinking that people are going to listen. And you know what? Just, I guess, for me to be petty and all that stuff, because I know he's one of those types of people that likes to ruin the game, go out, shoot and kill people, and they don't have no reason to. Here it is. They just trying to do missions, and here you are trying to just get loot. And at the end of the day, I guess if it comes down between progressing in the game or just trying to get, and it's like, and that's another thing too. Okay, you get all of this loot. Eventually, you're gonna have to use the loot yourself. So, and that's the thing. I feel like that whoever this guy is, he probably just be camping around waiting for people to, go into an area. And then he just pops out with his friends and then just shoots and kills them and things. I'm like, fam, nobody's not going to enjoy that. I guess like if it's people that like that type of gameplay, okay, but if somebody's trying to do the missions, fam, I'm not trying to deal with all of that. So you know what, the thing, I hopefully one day that they do decide to change that and have it set up where you could do the missions with the free loadouts. But I just think that that's silly, that out of all the things that you can complain about with this game, that's the one thing that you want to complain about. Not complaining about the limited modes and the stuff that you can do in the game. And it's funny how anytime when I talk to somebody that's like either they don't play video games or they don't play video games like that, they'll play other genres of games. When I tell them about games like extraction shooters and stuff like that, like if it's one that I'm a fan of, like for an example, Gray Zone Warfare, that's a video game where it is an extraction shooter, but it's a better extraction shooter. It's one where it's like, okay, you will lose it. Well, actually, you know what? No, they do have like the safe pocket, so you don't really lose out on a whole lot of stuff. But yeah, with Marathon, like anything that you die with, you lose it. So that's why I'm like, man, to me, there ain't nothing fun with, doing stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, games like Gray Zone Warfare, I don't think Incursion Red River, they don't have no safe pockets, but they have it set up where you can dumb down the enemies and stuff, and you don't have to be going in there worried about getting killed. You could kill them, no problem and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I recently getting back into playing Incursion Red River, I have yet to die in that game. Now, Gray Zone Warfare, yeah, I done died a bunch of different times in the game, but at least and the thing that I do like about that, and I don't know if Marathon is set up the same way, but at least with Gray Zone Warfare, when you die and they come out or they do some like major update or something, you get all of your gear back. So all the stuff that you lost over the time. So yeah, there is going to be a lot of different gear that I am going to be getting back. But overall though, yeah, the gear in the game, it replenishes itself. So that's why I'm like, games like that, Gray Zone Warfare, amazing. Incursion Red River, amazing. Arc Raiders, I would say that depending on the lobbies that you get into, it can be a good game. But Marathon, that's the one game where I'm like, that's an extraction shooter that's not going to last. Because when you look at Bungie's, when you look at Bungie's track record when it comes down to their history with gaming, you guys came from the Halo series. Then you kind of did a little bit with the Destiny series. And now you done pretty much shortened the content even more by having it set up where we're only allowed to just play one mode in the game. And there could have been and I've seen that too, where somebody, because it was a Reddit post. Let me see if I can find that Reddit post. Where is it at? So the person, this was posted 5 days ago, and they said, genuine question to those asking for a PvE only mode. Now, it's not so much what the person had wrote that posted it, but it was a comment that they had that somebody else had left. And the person, they started off the post by saying, as the title suggests, I've seen a few posts and comments with people saying they love the idea and world Bungie created in Marathon, but don't enjoy the heavy PvP aspect of the game. My question is, what are the 3 most recent games you played other than Marathon, which you have obviously tried and didn't enjoy because it's PvP centric? I'm curious if this is coming from a genuine multiplayer / PvP players or people that primarily play campaign / story driven games. And I guess, to answer that question, there's a lot of different games over the years that I played where they have been story driven, stuff that you play by yourself and things. But overall though, if there is a game that comes out and the only mode in there is PvP, they need to have it where there are multiple different ways of playing that PvP mode. Now, when I think of PvP, I think of the PvP section in Call of Duty where they have team deathmatch, free for all, search and destroy. They just got multiple different ways of playing the PvP mode. So it's not so much as them just, having a PvP mode. It's them making it to where that's the only mode that's available in the game. And when you look at Bungie, when they did Halo 1 through Reach, and you looked at all the content that they have in there, and it's like, to me, it just trips me out that you can pay the same price for Halo the Master Chief Collection. It's $39.99. You could go get that game right now on Steam. You could pay the same price as the game costs Marathon, which is also $39.99, and you get more content. And I think they have it where it's like 5 or 6 games that you get with Halo the Master Chief Collection. Hold on for a second. Let me just check real quick. Halo the Master Chief Collection. Do they have, I wonder, they credit Bungie for that. But anyways, so they was like, Halo Master Chief Collection includes 6 great Halo experiences: Halo Reach, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4. And then there's like purchase Halo the Master Chief bundle and individual type. Okay, so they do. Oh, wait a minute. Can you do it like that? And you can just. Well, I got the game. I can play the game on Xbox Game Pass, so I ain't even tripping about it. But, anyways, and it only costs. Hold on for a second. It only costs $39.99 to get 6 Halo games. It only costs $39.99. And so to me, I find that insane that Bungie. Now, I think, Halo 4, that was the one Halo game that they didn't make. But still, you get even. So I guess if they were to take away Halo 4 and then they just had it where it was just nothing but the Halo, the Bungie Halo games. So if anything, they would shorten the price, right? So like it was $9.99. So it'll be $30. Hold on for a second. Let's see how much Halo 4. Sorry, so it's $9.99. So if you were to add, hold on for a second. See all, add all DLCs. So Halo 4, 3 ODST, 2 Combat Evolved, Reach, Solar. Oh, wait a minute. No, these were some other games that I had. Okay, so these games, because there were some games that I had saved on, because I was going to purchase a couple of games. I forgot to make that purchase. But, okay, so if we were to get rid of Halo. So, Halo 3, so all of the Halos besides, 4, that would be 44. That's weird how they have that set up. Halo already in car, already won. Oh, is it, wait a minute, what? Hold on for a second, because I'm kind of confused by how they, did that. Let me, actually looked at. So if you get them individually, well, I mean, it $39.99 subtract 9, then it's like, all right, so it would overall be like $30 or something like that. So you pay $30 for the 5 Halo games, and you mean to tell me still that game it's not going to get looked at as good, or people are going to say that Marathon, and that's the thing, people, they can lie and make it seem like, oh, that's not what we're saying. But if you hear this podcast episode and you seeing all these different issues and problems with my argument, so you're telling me that a one mode game, and it's funny because I remember somebody saying that to me. They was like, how many modes you expect the game to have? I expect it to have more than one mode. I'm not saying that they need to make it into the next Fortnite and have a million modes, but one thing that they definitely need to do is understand that there is a big audience when it comes to gaming. Everybody in that audience isn't just strictly into PvP shooters and stuff, or just PvP games. There's going to be people that likes PvE content. There's going to be people that like single player, where it's like, ain't even me teaming up with people, but yeah, they're going to have the co-op stuff, the single player stuff, multiple PvP modes. So I'm just saying, if you guys are going to name a game marathon, but have it where the marathon is extremely short, fam, like, you got to see the issues with that. So, but anyways, but no, that's what the person had commented, saying, and it's an account called dear underscore gas 9959. So they go on to say, I watched Some Ordinary Gamers, that's a YouTube channel, video about Marathon, and he theorized a story mode and more full-fledged game, and a more full-fledged game could have made Marathon into a smash hit like Halo or Destiny, and I think he's right. That said, I love the PvP aspect of Marathon, but I am a story-driven gamer at the end of the day. My last few games I've enjoyed have been E33, what's E30? Oh, Expedition 33, and then D2, I imagine, Destiny 2, Don't Stop, and Girly Pop. This doesn't mean I dislike Marathon. I waited a few days to buy it, and I have been slowly doing runs with LFG and whatever that word is to it. It's very fun and very intense, so I just play a few rounds and log off. I'm hoping Marathon will give me more of the same fun I had with multiplayer in the original Halo series. I'm feeling what's left of the Bungie magic. So yeah, and it's like, even he's saying that it's like, fam, there's so many different things, and even the ordinary gamer person, even they're saying that there could be a lot of different things added into Marathon. So it just, to me, it confuses the life out of me, where just because a genre is trending, everybody's like, oh, I gotta make the same thing as Arc Raiders. I gotta make the same thing as any other, or Escape from Tarkov. I gotta make the same thing, but I gotta do it in my own way. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, if you're coming out with a video game, it has to stand out. What reason? I guess my thing is this. When you see when a car is coming out, so yeah, let's say Chevy announces that they're coming out with a brand spanking new Camaro. It has 700 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 60 in 4 or 3 seconds or less, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, they're coming out with a high powered Camaro, right? Why would Ford come out with the same exact Mustang? Same body style, same interior, same everything. All the aspects are the same. Why would they come out with the same car when they can vary? It's like, okay, this is what they're capable of. Let's come out with something more. So they don't have no touchscreen. Let's say they don't have the Camaros don't have no touchscreen dash or radio thing and stuff, right? So they're like, okay, we're gonna have it where ours is touchscreen. The horn is it sounds a little bit too quiet. We're gonna make ours a little bit louder. They got 700 horsepower. We're gonna have 750 horsepower. Their price is this. Okay, so let's maybe have it where it's a a little bit of a reasonable price, but at the same time, it's like we are making our money off of this car and things. Their car is blue. Let's make ours red. When you're coming out with a product, you have to stand out. You have to make it to where, okay, what I guess and I feel like that maybe to furthermore, like, to get people to understand what I'm saying, so you dumped all these hours into Arc Raiders. Now, yes, if you do want to play Marathon, that's your choice at the end of the day. If you have the money to go out and get it, then that's your choice. But my thing is this: you dumped all these hours into Arc Raiders. Marathon is pretty much the same exact game. What reasons would you have to play the same exact game, especially if they are on top of that having it where it's a little bit limited compared to Arc Raiders or Gray Zone Warfare or Incursion Red River? I'm just saying, to me, it just seemed like it would make more sense if you have it set up where I can do a little bit more in the game. That's what's going to have me playing the game. So, But anyways, with that being said, and no, I like, and I'm standing by that. I don't see Arc Raiders too, but I don't see Marathon lasting that long. I see I don't think it's gonna get canceled or shut down like High Guard or the day before or any other game that's been shut down. But I definitely don't see it lasting longer after, especially after Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, and there's gonna probably be some other extraction shooters, because I think there was an extraction shooter that just recently came out. Hold on for a second. Is this, is it out? Oh, it's already out. Yeah, it's this game called The Cube Save Us. I'm actually going to download that because I wanted to see about it and stuff. And then I also wanted to buy these two games because I'm trying to think, should I buy Car Service together? Because I don't think they haven't done no updates to the game recently. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off on that. But yeah, I'm going to buy Retro Rewind and Soul Calibur 6. So, and I know people are going to probably like try to get on me. They're like, oh, Retro Rewind, there's only one thing to do in that game. You just run a video store and stuff. Yeah, but there's multiple things. So they have it where it's like, yeah, if they just have it where I'm just checking out people, and they don't have it where you got to like check in the VHS tapes, go get you some more VHS tapes, run around and try to hand out flyers. Like, they're having it where there's multiple different things that you can do rather than just doing one thing. And then I think with Soul Calibur 6, I ain't never played that game. This would be my first time ever playing the game, but at least they have it set up in there where you could, there's like multiple ways of playing it and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm all like, I like to play games where it has a lot of different content in it. But if it is a one mode game, it's like at least have it where there's a lot of different things that I can do in that one mode. But if I'm gonna be limited and I'm having to worry about people shooting and killing me in the game, that's not going to make me want to play the game even more. All that's just going to do is make me turn off the game and be like, okay, this other game, an extraction shooter, I got more hours into that. I've done more in that game. I'm going to be playing that. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.